All right, guys, I got to be honest with you. The reason that I tell you guys time and time again to just pull over, take the L, take the ticket, fight it in court is because of videos like this. Speeding tickets, tent tickets, registration tickets, suspended license tickets, stuff like that can be resolved in court safely, soundly. You know what I mean? Take that small L, live to fight it another day. When you don't do that and you decide to get into a high-speed police chase, this is what happens. It doesn't get any worse than this. BMW M3 took off on Georgia sheriff's deputy. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, one of them didn't make it. Yeah, one of them didn't make it in this chase. And this is as bad as it gets, man. Let's go ahead and get into it. What's up, guys? It's your boy Knockout 360 here with another video, man. So you can tell I'm in a house that makes this a house vlog. You know what's going down when I come around. Let's get into it. I got car content, car shows, car reviews, car meets, and police chases on this channel. So if you're into that, make sure that you stick around. For everyone else, hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so that you know what's coming out. So, I mean, this is what happens, guys. This is what happens when it gets as dangerous as it possibly can. And somebody ends up losing their life because of it. Let's just go ahead and get into it, man. First and foremost, shout out to County Boys. Link and everything will be in the description. Make sure you go over there, like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. They're on Instagram as well. The link will be in the description. So make sure you go over there and show those guys some love. Bryan County Sheriff's Office.
On March 22nd, 2025 in Bryan County, Georgia, a deputy observed a white BMW M3 speeding down Highway 144 at 72 miles per hour in a 45 mile per hour zone.
Yeah.
The deputy confirmed the speed with his radar and attempted to stop. Minutes later, the pursuit comes to a fiery and tragic end.
There it is right there. Super clean BMW M3. Super clean. 70 miles in a 40. Simple speeding ticket. Would have been a simple speeding ticket. Trooper throws on brakes, throws it in reverse. Oh, the sheriff's deputy, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, it's on now. That BMW's got, I don't know, a whole street's worth of a lead on the sheriff's deputy. But he's running anyway. Bust to the left. I don't know how this trooper, the deputy knows where he's turning because I can't see it. That's how far ahead this BMW is. Mind you, it is an M3. Back road, one way coming, one way going. Did he make a left, right? He made a left. All right, let's hit it. I think that's it right there. There's the BMW. Back roads, some of the worst places in the world to get into a high-speed police chase. Oh, he's splitting the, all right, splitting the traffic. Terrible place to get into a police chase on the back roads. of Georgia, no less. Terrible place to. I can't keep reiterating that. Terrible place, man. Uh-oh. There it is. 1050, 1050. Two cars. Two cars involved.
In traffic.
Now, mind you, we were looking at the white BMW, but we're looking at a black, looks like a SUV of some sort. That's a passenger or another motorist that he collided with.
I'm showing him at the corner of Harris and Park Hill.
Looks like a good Samaritan came over trying to help. Oh, she comes out, so she's okay. The deputy's looking at that car like, I don't even think anybody could have made it. I don't think anybody could have made it. That's pretty much what the deputy's looking at there. I'm going to fast forward just a little bit.
What is this 1020? Should be, look on your map, should be Harris Trail and Park Hill.
You can just kind of tell by his demeanor. He's looking at it like there's nothing that I can do. They already got one person out of the other motor car, the other motorist. See what I'm saying? Yeah. It's already on fire. Here comes another trooper. Yeah.
You need to slow down before you get to the corner. We're turning traffic around.
Yeah.
6 Central, I'm 23 on South Law.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? I haven't seen one ambulance yet. I haven't seen one ambulance yet. So, I mean, the man is still in there. At this point, they're just going to set up a perimeter and shut the road down. There's nothing that they can do. Still waiting on fire and EMS to get there.
The driver was identified as Jimmy, just 19 years old at the time.
19 years old.
According to reports, Jimmy was traveling at more than 120 miles per hour as he tried to negotiate an S-curve.
Yeah.
He lost traction and collided with a Chevrolet Equinox driven by Miss Stevens.
Yeah.
Deputies and Good Samaritans were able to pull Miss Stevens from the wreck.
Yeah.
She was transported to a local hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The BMW burst into flames after striking several trees. Jimmy suffered injuries the coroner later described as not compatible with life. Had he survived, his charges would have included speeding, reckless driving, and felony fleeing.
His first charge would have been speeding, which would have been the only charge if your man had just pulled over and taken the L.
This pursuit is a sobering reminder that death is always one of the risks when fleeing from law enforcement.
I tell you guys that all the time, man. I tell you guys that all the time. Let's see here. Bryan County, Georgia. Deputies attempted to stop on a 2016 BMW M3, clocking it at 72 in the 45. So yeah, that's speeding. Instead of stopping, the driver fled on Highway 144 in excess of 100 miles an hour. The BMW weaved in and out of traffic, reaching speeds of 120 miles an hour while navigating the S curves near Great Ogeechee Road. The BMW lost traction, collided with the 2023 Chevrolet Equinox, driven by this young lady here. Deputies extracted the young lady from the vehicle, and she was transported to the hospital. Unfortunately, BMW caught fire after striking trees, and the driver, only 19 years old, they only gave his first name, I'm not going to repeat it, did not make it. The status of this case: victim recovering, suspect deceased, case closed. Wow. Victim recovering. Suspect is deceased. Case closed. Status. Wow. First and foremost, shout out to County Boys dropping heat. Dropping some hard videos today. You know what I mean? Go and watch the full video over there. Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment as well to his YouTube channel. He's on Instagram as well. Right here, guys, I mean, like he said, this should be a sobering reminder of what happens. Oftentimes on this channel, we talk about, you know, Hellcats and Scat Packs getting away from police, and we make light of it, right? And I always say, okay, this was a good chase. It was a perfect chase. The Hellcat got away. The Scat got away. Nobody was hurt. The police officer or the trooper wasn't hurt. The suspect driving wasn't hurt. No pedestrians were hurt. No motorists were hurt, right? No damage. No property was damaged. It was a perfect chase. That's why I call them perfect chases, because everybody gets away clean, literally gets away clean, right? Their ego may be hurt, but they get away clean. Unfortunately, however, this is what happens when it goes all the way wrong. We've seen pits. We've seen pit maneuvers where people get flipped over, all that stuff. We've seen, especially in Georgia, down in Florida as well, we've seen pit maneuvers where these cars get flipped multiple times in these pits, right? We've seen pedestrians and other motorists get hit. Well, motorists, not pedestrians, but motorists get hit, you know, from people trying to run. But right here is as bad as it gets, man. 19 years old, just started, probably just graduated high school, what? A year and a half ago. I graduated at 17. So, I mean, a year and a half ago, 2 years. Got him a nice car, BMW M3, super clean, super fast, super powerful. And I mean, from a speeding ticket to losing his life, man, that's just the, you know, that's just the how bad it can go from bad to worse. How quickly it can go from bad to worse, especially when you make the decision to essentially run for a speeding ticket. Regardless of the power, guys, just take the L. For everybody's sake, for your sake, the trooper's sake, for the general public's sake, just take the L. Take the ticket, go on about your day. Because if you don't, this is always a possibility. A lot of people think that they can get away. They got the power, they got the gas, they know where they're going. That's all well and good, man. But one thing you can't factor in is just other drivers, other motorists, pedestrians. You know what I mean? You can't factor that in. That's always going to be that one variable right there where it's like it's all up in the air. You take off on a high-speed chase, and now there's a construction zone 2 miles ahead of you, and traffic's been backed up. It's over. You know, you take off on a high-speed chase on somebody, and little do you know, it's 3:30, and there's a school, and they're letting kids out, and then you got the parents that are parked on the side of the road waiting for the kid. It's so many variables that you just can't take into consideration, simple and plain, and you can't plan for them. So why do it? You know? This is what happens, man. Unfortunately, this is when it gets really bad. This is as bad as it gets. Unfortunately, as one thing that I noticed here is with the troopers or with the officers walking around, they couldn't do anything. Like the car was on fire. It had bursted into flames. It was a situation where they literally couldn't do anything. Like there was no officer that could have came to the aid or to the rescue of this particular individual, because once that thing caught fire, at that point, it's a danger to the officer's safety as well. So it's one of those things, like the best that they could do was, like I said, set up a perimeter, shut down the road, and wait for fire and EMS to get there. And I mean, you know, from the moment that he, you know, lost control to the end of the video, it was at least 2.5, 3 minutes. And that right there is a very long time when you're in that situation, man. So long story short, to everybody out there watching, I know oftentimes it can seem like I glorify running from the police. I try not to. I try to make these videos entertaining, as entertaining as I possibly can. But then when stuff like this happens, it's a reminder that it's real out there and people are playing with other people's lives, including their own. So I just want you to be mindful of that, man, because this is what happens. 19 years old, whole life ahead of them. And one mistake on a beautiful day. And this is what happens, man. Like, subscribe, comment. The full video will be in the description. Go to County Boys. Go check out their channel as well. Check them out on Instagram. As always, it's been your boy Knockout 360. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, man. Peace.